Go. G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blue Force Park. The Fuel to Go and Play Premiership Round 2 action between the North Beach Sea Eagles and the South Perth Lions. We're just underway here. The Lions with the ball, working through their first set. I'm Donnie Bell, joined by Caleb Reedy. The old foes, they go at it again.
Yep, we're back after 76, I think this will be their 75th year of rivalry, I think. North Beach started a little bit later. But yeah, and they're onto it straight away. Some heavy contact in that first set, Donnie. And yeah.
Well, South Perth coming off a round 1 win, and the Sea Eagles in the match of the round last week, going down in the grand final rematch with Fremantle. Are you expecting either team to have similar fortunes, or are they going to turn it around here today?
Look, mate, Freo were pretty imposing last week, and the Seagulls hung with them all game, 40-24 final score. So, I do like them. Obviously, I think that they are going to be a little more battle-hardened. But South Perth could win against Rockingham last week, and, they'll be here to play.
The two teams with, I suppose, different build-ups, talking to their coaching staff pre-game. North Beach with about 5 players coming in, so they strengthened in the forward pack, so they're expecting a bit more through the middle, whereas South Perth, they've had about 5 or 6 had to pull out from last week. So both teams going in with slightly different lineups, as the Lions had their first attacking opportunity, somewhat controversially. Oof.
Kick off!
And yeah, South Perth perhaps a little lucky to get the ball there on that set after a charge down. It looked like a South Perth player was in front of the bloke that charged the ball down, picking it up, but the referee's whistle went to his mouth, didn't blow it.
Yeah, I think he got called off by the touch judge, so we move on. But you're right. Obviously North Beach lost Skinny Gray last week, big loss, and he was good in their game against Freo. So they'll look to new troops to get them through this one.
Yeah, the good news around Skinny is it's not as bad as first thought with the AC injury. And should only miss, again, depending on who you talk to. You talk to Skinny, he says 3 weeks, and you talk to the coaching staff, they say maybe closer to 6.
But he is back this year.
Yes.
Off the ball, 7!
Heavy collision with the goalposts. Mr. Beak put down there. Another player, good to have him back in the competition after heading back to New Zealand last year.
Yep, the Iceman returns after he sent South Perth into overtime with a kick from the absolute sideline in the grand final in 2021. And Daniel Green back in the lineup too after he was in reserve grade last week for South Perth.
Yeah, I was talking to Carmel before the game. She asked him why he played reserve grade, and he said, "I'm just not fit enough, Mum." So he's the coach of the team and honest with himself that the other boys were a bit fitter and deserved the chance.
Well, he does
need Lewis flicks that out the back to Gugar, stands in the tackle, gets the pass away to Halana, and then there's an error there right at the end from Les. Some good lead-up play there from Tyson Lewis.
Well, it was last tackle, and they just really went for it, didn't they? Just had an absolute crack. Gugar looks like he's picked up a groin injury. He's not walking well.
Because Blaze Helena here in the 3 jersey for South Perth played a full game of reserve grade earlier.
He did.
Pace was supposed to be playing, but he was in Sydney, was supposed to be here, and he's not. He's still in Sydney, so a late scratching for the Lions. And with Lawson put onto his back, so a dominant tackle there for the Lions. McDonald, he loves working down a short side. He goes straight through. The pass, though, is forward on the inside. Some good work coming across in defence there from Ethan Gugar.
Tell you what, McDonald looking dangerous early.
I certainly noticed that a lot last week, where he loved to get the ball on those skinny sides. And the ball in two hands, always a danger. Lewis feeds the scrum. Talamaveo had to come forward to take it, then stops, a bit of stop-go play. Doesn't really fool anyone. The ball comes free. Ripped out, says the referee.
Oh, no. Silly penalty, to be fair, because he wasn't going anywhere.
Had him held up in a dominant tackle. To beat, make sure that one finds touch. Helena, tap and go. With Gugar. Spins as he gets to Roy. The Lions had the better of the opportunity so far as Green tracks across field. Wells Talamaveo again sort of catches it standing still. Wallace read that well. Shuts him down as soon as he catches it. They continue down that right-hand side. Hocking, that pass, some question mark over it. The referees have got it. Comes to nothing.
Both teams a bit stuttered start at the moment here, Donny. Not flowing that well.
Yeah, definitely both teams that feel like they would like to get into their action. And quite going according to the game plan for either side so far. Oh, and an error straight away off the scrum from Johnson. Just puts that down cold. And the Lions have another opportunity. Well, if North Beach want to keep inviting them, surely they're going to take the chance sooner or later. Gugar pulls through the tackle.
Move now, Justin.
That was King that he got past. Wanted a quicker play the ball than he was allowed to get. Green, dummied on the outside, again gets through some feeble defence and then drops it over the try line.
Oh, gosh. It's all happening here at North Beach, Donny.
Well, it's desperate. Well, it must have been just short of the try line that he lost it.
Yep.
Just coming out for a scrum.
As Trent Trotter rolls the shoulders.
Heads in, arms around. In.
See North Beach now with DeVorms. They'll be happy just to get through a set and get the ball down the other end of the field, I'd imagine. Tapworth.
Haven't completed a set in a while, have they?
No, it certainly doesn't feel like they have. Wallace out to Tarrant. He was a late scratching last week and spoke to him pre-game and said, yep, definitely 100% fit this week. So a good inclusion for the Sea Eagles. Wallace across to McDonald from inside the 40. He's given it a roost, but that's going to hit the ground and run close to the dead ball line. It holds up in the in goal. Liss has got some work to do.
Oh.
McDonald comes through, hangs out a lazy arm and gets him high. Wasn't a lot of force in it, but certainly didn't look the best.
Very lazy, wasn't it? I mean, he was moving at speed too, which obviously is a factor. And in the good news, Liss has jumps back up, so
well, that's always good signs for the tackler as well. Because often if the player stays down, then the referee has a second thought about further action.
Yep.
Tap and go.
He's been good early.
He's certainly been willing to get busy.
After
having played 80 minutes already today. You've got to keep going while you can.
It was a tough game against Willagee earlier too, so he'll be a bit banged up from that one.
He's done well there. Luke David Wells Talamaveo. He hasn't got the best quality ball here. And
Tell you what,
again, that's a rough penalty against North Beach. It was a South Perth player that pushed him through the ruck.
Yep. It was old Jared Smith. They had a conversation about 2 there, I think. But no, I feel like with the amount of ball they've had, they need a try here. They keep letting North Beach off.
Again, takes that forward, and the ball's come free, and again, it's ruled to have been pulled out. Will they think about the 2 this time?
I don't think so. I think they need a try. They just need to play a bit more direct, some straight runners. Luke David, there it is. Daniel Green showing them the way.
Daniel Green's busted about 5 tackles already in this game. Smith out of dummy half, goes to Halpin. Halpin at Buckley. Buckley does well.
Just give it to Daniel Green, he'll score.
Comes out to Beak. Gets it across to Gugar. Gugar fights across the line, gets the ball down. Well, he's been very, very strong early, Ethan Gugar, and he gets the Lions first.
Yeah, look, very direct run from Gugard. And you have to, if you go back and have a look at it, people, obviously Harry DeBeek takes the ball to the line. Nice short, not short, but direct pass, and it's over.
Yeah. It was a face ball, drew in some defenders, and I think, Ethan's picked out a target in the defensive line in Cade McDonald that he wants to run at, that he wants to target. He managed to get at him. And despite the reinforcements from North Beach coming across, he was strong enough to get the ball to the ground. South Perth, as you say, they've been the dominant team so far, and they needed to convert that into points, and they have done. 4-0 on the cash converted scoreboard. Harry DeBeek waiting a long time for a tee to get out to him.
Yep. It's there now. Referee Scott Spittles says yep.
North Beach so far, they've really had no ball, had no territory. They've done themselves no favours.
Well, they really need to complete and kick the ball and find grass.
Yeah.
They did that, and then Liss gets ahead high.
Yeah.
So they know what they need to do. They're not silly. They've got the pedigree.
No, certainly not.
Bangs that over.
10 in from touch. You don't even need to look with Harry DeBeek. Knocks that over. 6-0.
Can we bring in a rule where when he's kicking, we just don't worry about the conversion? We just add the 2?
That's like a gimme in golf.
Yeah. Mulligan, right? Is that what they call it?
Mulligan's when you get another shot.
Okay.
The gimme's when it's like, it's so easy. I'm just going to assume that I got it in.
Yeah, fair enough. I've had plenty of those in golf in my day. 12-foot putt, yeah, that's in.
I've had plenty of mulligans. It's like, no, I need another go. That doesn't count.
Oh, here we go. Daniel Green. Look at that. Great run.
Well, the Lions, always important to complete after points. It's good solid contact on Lewis, and he's slow to his feet. He looks like he's all right, though.
Oh. South Perth getting a roll on here. North Beach letting them have their own way. Long ball.
Wells Talamaveo out to Benny. Wells Talamaveo.
Brother to brother.
Now they're continuing on in this set. Well, he had the arms free there, Hocking, but decided to hold on to it, which was probably the right decision. Get to the final play, and it comes to the beak. They like what they see out wide. Lewis throws the ball out to Helenas, has to step back infield, still the last play. Now dribbles it in behind. It'll be cleaned up.
Pretty
good set in the end from the Lions.
And I don't mind that. You see that who does it quite often? Souths do it quite a bit in the NRL, where they'll run it on the last, and the centre or the winger will just put a kick in at the end, because obviously it breaks down eventually. I think they did really well there, South Perth, and I like the adventurism, which is not normally a trademark of South Perth's play.
No, you're right. Trying something a little different. Obviously,
Trotz is out
Trotter, he's out on the field and straight away goes for a gallop out of dummy half and takes 15 metres in his first carry. They're going to have to keep an eye on him. Gillum, he wants to run too, and he takes it from dummy half. Maybe not quite as effective as Trotter from that space, and comes up with the error as well.
There's a couple where they just wait and play the ball, which is okay, but as soon as you plant the ball, you lose the benefit of that. So if you lose control, it tells them about your those parents are using the ball to get up the field.
Hey guys, bounce down, get to our kicks.
It was Trent Trotter getting a little bit of medical attention with a cut to the back of the head, so just stop play here momentarily.
Yep. So technically, they have to use a sub if they want to replace him, otherwise they play with 12. The referee does not have to wait.
His blood bin, take him off. The blood bin.
No, well.
South Perth have got, so it's obviously a head clash here between Trotter and Jordan Fletcher. So Fletcher's coming from the field for South Perth as well.
Fletcher looked good in that opening stanza.
He did.
Couple of runs coming out of trouble.
Leon McKenty comes in for his first action of the game.
Come on, baby short.
The referee wasn't ready for that scrum to pack.
Hey Justin, no, hey Justin, you can't come on.
They're short.
Yeah, getting treated.
All right, let's go.
So a lot of confusion there between the bench and the referees.
Guys, down there to the field, guys, down to the field.
And again, the players are keen to play. The referees are trying to work out exactly what's going on.
Everyone's a little confused. No, North Beach are right. They don't want to use a sub.
No, they've got,
so
they're happy to play with 12.
Capable to play with 12, 100%. Yeah, there's no blood bin in local competition.
In. Right.
Trent just getting patched up, so they'll defend with 12 for the time being here, North Beach.
Yep.
Move now, Seven.
Which you're more than capable of doing.
Get straight. One. Good.
We're back underway. Joey Halpin.
Everyone's had a nice 5-minute break. We're back.
Hocking steps off the right. Tackle down low from Roy.
Geez, the delivery
pass for Wells Tulamaveo. He's done well with what he's got so far,
He's been
really.
given terrible service from everyone. Jesus.
Again, here. Now they come down.
Oh, not a good
dab over the top.
No.
That's taken pretty easily there by Morgan. Although he's taken towards the sideline. Well, he just stood upright for far too long.
Mate, he caught that with about 8 metres room. Just run into the first guy and go straight to ground. Not hard. Not hard.
Well, that's some poor wing play, really, because that's bread and butter stuff. Give South Perth a chance to extend this lead, already leading 6-0 on the Cash Converters scoreboard. Smith gets out of dummy half, just goes himself, tries to find some lazy defence, and he found a few. They do come up with a stop. Now Halpin goes from dummy half as well. He's rolled over and he's got that down.
Oh,
they're going to point to the spot. Well, there was plenty of defence there, but he just twisted over and the ball hit the grass. There's no denying it, and a try to the Lions. Soft one.
I think everybody kind of fell asleep a little bit, didn't they? No one was kind of expecting him to be there. Very, very weird Premiership game so far, guys. Very, very weird.
Oh, there was a blood bend and then there was another guy who got swapped.
I was going to say, so far, I've been a little disappointed with North Beach. I was expecting a bit more from them today, but really haven't got into any sort of rhythm.
Look, I think they'll pick it up. They're just not doing anything right so far. They haven't completed. South Perth have put a couple of average kicks in, and North Beach have done the wrong thing. So we're just adding 2 points to the scoreline here, guys, for Harry's kick.
Well, we said it. This one's actually a little bit further infield on the other side of the field. But it's the type of kicks you do just expect him to knock over. And he doesn't let us down.
Just add that to the score. Very good. Conversion successful. And we are 12 to the Lions. Sea Eagles yet to score. Mate, the times the Sea Eagles have had the ball, Cade McDonald and Trent trying to have looked very dangerous in those 2 or 3 touches.
Time you run!
I love how Cade actually kicks off. He hits it dead centre
Good lead.
like that, and it goes squirrely. Love that.
Still can't see that. Now I can.
Daniel Green, he's been hungry for work in the early going, and some good contact there between Green and Gillum.
Releasing Cade! Get straight!
It's turned into quite a good second rower of Ethan Gilgard, hasn't he?
He certainly has. He's been very, very good today, and I thought he was quite good last week as well.
It was close. Here's
Inside
40-20.
the 40 now. Wells Tulamaveo Miller's going to have to get on his bike, but the ball just pulls up.
Ball at North Beach says no. Oh, that's high. Similar to the other one.
Cameron Romeo just sort of slides up over the top of the back of the head there.
Yeah.
Of Miller.
But again, Miller bounces straight back up, so we move on.
He's seen a couple already, both from kick returns, where the defender just hanging an arm out. There's not too many different outcomes you can get other than a high tackle penalty against you when you hang an arm out like that. North Beach are going now a couple wide.
Patworth.
Your right side.
Oh. Gillum. Good 10 there from Gillum. Doing front row work rather than hooker work, and Trotter's gone. Oh, good tackle.
Very
Who's that?
important tackle there. Smith. Now Johnson runs at Palpin, bounces him off. Green holds on around the bootlaces to make the tackle. Now Roy, short ball.
Last!
Gillum again, fights to his feet and another quick play the ball. Wallace!
Oh.
Well, was thinking about what he wanted to do with it before he did it.
You know, I was actually watching that thinking to myself, one marker, if I was Trots, well, being Trots, I thought he might have gone there on last tackle and just taken him on. But it was a much better set from North Beach. And they showed they can make 60 odd metres if they get the chance.
Hold! Hold!
It's probably the best they've looked thus far.
Stand up, 15!
Now South Perth having to work it away from their own end. There's Tulamaveo with the ball.
Lock in!
Coming in to take a bit of pressure off the forwards.
Hocking looking good.
Well, he's created some numbers there. Holds onto it, goes the high percentage option.
Jeez, he's in a bit of a running mood, old Luke David, which is good. I love halves that run the footy.
He's been willing to take them on. And to
Look at
beat
that.
A big tester.
Good take.
Taken nicely there by McCaskill.
I'll tell you what, Brock McCaskill, I had him as a coach in the under 15s or 16s. Mate, he couldn't catch to save his life back then. Now he's turned into quite the grade player.
Move now, men! With me!
Trotter again working the short side, but not a lot there for them. Daniel Green gets up and shuts that down pretty quickly. They go across now with DeVorms. DeVorms tries to put a little in and away on Cameron Ramia, but he stays with him, drives him towards the sideline.
Going to have a nice little battle out there, aren't they, DeVorms and Ramia?
Early signs are promising.
Bomb. No.
Donald.
Having a go.
Johnson stands, can't get the ball away.
And it's a penalty. No advantage. And it is offside.
Offside penalty.
The penalty. Hang on. No.
Going all the way over to the the right-hand side.
So you're playing advantage early.
Now, boys,
On fifth tackle, that's got to hurt.
That's an interesting one.
let's go.
Delava Brown out onto the field for North Beach. His first carry. Now Wallace. McDonald. McDonald, the short option with Johnson.
Stand now. Get straight.
Like that from McDonald. Straighten them up.
Now Gillum
Stand up.
trucks that forward. 5 out. Centre field. Wallace. Miller. Tarrant. Tarrant spinning towards the line but held up.
Release now, 7. Make the line and hold.
Good defence so far from South Perth. Trotter again spots a man lying in the ruck and just takes a step out, but again the defence is up to the task. Trotter again across. Gillum at the post, gets the ball down. Well, it's just those little subtleties there from Trent Trotter and Gillum isolating a defender against the post and was able to use the post to his advantage, really.
1-on-1, nice cut-out pass from Trotter, and it was the quick play the ball, the one before, that really got him there. Not enough time for the defensive line to pick out their runners, and North Beach needed that, needed a bit of hope, and they're on the board. And let's be honest, we're into our second game here, and that was the first try that North Beach have set up themselves.
Yes.
So last week they had 2 intercepts, a drop ball, and an 80-metre runaway from Bailey Miller. So that was the first.
And well, the other one came off a 40-20. So yeah. But yeah, 4 tries that were basically all against the run of play.
Yeah. So that was the first really one that they've worked for. So very good. Very good signs, and that's what you want.
They've built into this game slowly, but you feel like they've got themselves into the arm wrestle now. Maybe this game will develop into something like we were expecting. Around the grounds, we've got full time at Heathridge, and the Fremantle Roosters are 2-0, beating the Joondalup Giants 30 points to 16. I had a look at that Fremantle team today, and again it looked incredibly strong. So getting within 14, Joondalup, not the worst of signs there for them.
But I'm fairly sure Joondalup missing about 8 or 9 today too. I think Freo's still missing a few from last week as well. So we are on here. Shane Gillam, big run. Trent Trotter takes
boys
off.
Enjoyed that run. And now a pass around the corner. A chance again for the Seagulls. Miller finds McDonald, and McDonald will run away to score under the sticks. Well, they've gone from end to end in that set of 6. Brilliant play from North Beach. And they're about to lock this up.
Mate, Trent Trotter comes on, explodes, beats 4, 5, offload. And tell you what, 2 of the guys you really want to follow you, Bailey Miller and Cade McDonald. Bailey Miller goes, I'm going to go over here and find my mate, and it's over. So, yeah, look, brilliant play there from North Beach. South Perth will be filthy. They've dominated the half, and we're locked up in 60 seconds.
Yeah, and that's the strength that North Beach has in this side. Like there is a lot of strike power that they They can hurt you from anywhere on the field at any moment.
Well, they showed Freo last week, who, you know, are arguably the favourites, that they can still hurt you without the ball.
Yeah.
North Beach, they're never out of this one. But great link up there from the three guys. Bailey Miller hunting around where Trent Trotter is.
Well, it all started from the carry back from Gillum as well. Like right from the start of that set of 6. North Beach all of a sudden got their tails in the air. They've got some real impact coming in off their bench. And we're locked up at 12 all on the Cash Converter scoreboard. South Perth now, they've got to get back into the game themselves now. To set the tone from this defensive set of 6. And that's not the way to do it.
Oh no. That is basic stuff.
Well, it's just a really simple part of the game. It's just a silly penalty to give away. And it's a huge penalty.
Huge penalty. If they go... If North Beach score here, that'll be 3 tries in 3 minutes, basically.
Yep. Now Wallace, dummies on the inside. They go to the outside with Miller. DeVorms again. Cameron Ramea stays with him.
Right side with me. Milky.
Now Miller just tips that one underneath to Tarrant, so a bit of a settler. South Perth happy to hold him up. Slow down the play of the ball. Miller getting his hands on the ball a few times. Gulliver Brown dummies on the outside, goes himself, goes to the line and scores.
Wow. I'll tell you what, no one from South Perth wanted to tackle him. He looked up.
Massive overread.
I don't even think he dummied. I think he just looked up and ran. I think he was so set on passing that he literally looked up and thought, oh my God, I'm on here. And went, see you later. It was just crazy. Very cool, though, for Gulliver Brown.
Absolutely. He's played with a lot of energy since he's come on too. So
they've looked, since their front row rotation, they've looked different side. Gulliver Brown and Gillum have just turned it on. But I just can't believe how much space he was in. He didn't even dummy.
No, it was a little juggle rather than a dummy. And had 2 grabs at it, but just completely overread there by the South Perth defence. And
so they've scored 3 tries and South Perth hasn't touched the ball. So I'm quite happy to say that South Perth have dominated the half and are going to go in behind.
18 points to 12. North Beach, rapid fire footy. And I wonder if they'll stay behind the kicker for this one. Give themselves an extra couple of metres, you'd think, and they certainly do. Comes down.
Stand up, Greenie! Oh!
Again. Gillum gets it started, and then Gulliver Brown.
Right side!
Into fight to his feet.
Trotter
out
again.
of dummy half. He uses Benny Grace as a shield. Trotter again out of dummy half. There's metres galore every single time he goes.
And the whole team goes with him. They just know that he's going to go.
Releasing
Chops down Tarrant.
Last!
They've got to the last tackle. Comes back to Wallace for the kick.
Lovely.
Put up a tester. That's a big spiral torpedo bomb.
Oh, the Iceman
takes it easily.
The Iceman doesn't even hesitate. No wobble at all.
Nah, he made that look comfortable. I was nervous underneath it. But,
mate, he took it at a run. That's how confident he was. Yeah, I've got this, boys.
The Lions, they get the ball in hand.
Move now!
And they're met with some physical defence. It's Green.
Move together, 7-3!
Tell you
He's hit
what,
hard there as well. Gillum and Roy involved in the tackle.
has Green played the whole half?
I think so. I don't
In the
think
front
he's had
row?
I don't think I've seen him come off.
And he told his mum he wasn't fit enough?
Milky!
Work a short side to Lewis.
That
Lewis
is
up and under.
ugly.
10.
No one wants to catch it. Well, McDonald says, I'll take it. And South Perth had a couple in front of the kicker, inside 10. A real piggyback here for North Beach.
You almost, as an North Beach, you're almost going to the point where you leave Trotter on there and you put Buckley on at lock, and when Trotter goes, Buckley goes next.
Yeah.
Just go and go and go and go. Because you are killing them in the middle of the field.
Tap and go for King.
Surrender! Move!
Oh, and he's come up with a little mistake right there at the end.
Firstly, you surrender.
And you'll notice this, even in the elite competition, players are not being, they're not getting penalties if they put the ball down first.
Yep.
So you must rise with the ball. If you put the ball down and there's a bobble, that's on you. It's not on the defender anymore. Referees are saying you've got to hold on to the footy.
A bit of a change in the interpretation this year. Will's Talamavao dummied to throw the long ball and then goes himself.
Might be the 13th dummy he's throwing today. Oh, Caleb Norton's out there. So Jared Smith's come off. I think South Perth want to speed up the ruck now too.
Hold!
Something a bit different. Oof.
I wonder if that might clean up the service that is coming from that area as well.
Release together! Come to me!
And Green
Oh,
again.
that's it.
Always
Get
takes it
behind
forward
him,
with
boys.
gusto.
Come, 14.
That's got to be.
But he's
that's
been met in
close.
kind so far tonight. Wells Talamavao, another dummy. This time kicks after dummy. Right
great
down into a
kick.
corner.
Oh, it's
Bailey
not
Miller. He's knocked that on. A little bit of push and shove.
From the lightweights, all the forwards are out of it.
They're having a breathe and let the wingers and fullbacks do their thing.
All the front rowers are having a break. It's the wingers and the backs going after each other. It's the bantam weights.
Just after the error, just went and whispered a sweet nothing into Bailey Miller's ear. And
Oh, it is the Talamavao brothers that are in trouble here.
Quick, mate, come on! Come on!
I think there's too much in it.
Yep,
Lewis is being called across,
I talked
listening to a bit of a chat.
Talked you about the niggle over here. Over here.
I think North Beach are going to get this ball.
Carry on with it, okay? So, it's against you.
That's what happens when you're silly. No, didn't need any of that, South Perth. Did not need
and
it.
that's really silly play. Like, they've got the error, they've got the ball, and then you give away a penalty when you've got a full set of 6.
You know, that is one of the very few things that I used to call my teammates idiots for. It's our ball.
Yeah.
Why are you going and doing dumb stuff when it's our ball? When it's their ball, yeah, go do what you want.
Move,
Yeah.
Seven!
It's their ball.
Come. Hold! Good work, one.
Yeah, they're the ones that really hurt you as a coach, too.
Well, they've just gone from possibly scoring to having to deal with Trent Trotter for 6 more tackles.
You're all right.
And as we speak, he gets out of dummy half again, gets the offload to Wallace. Gulliver Brown. It's basically an extra tackle they get in that set of 6 because of that play.
Get square!
North Beach have probably got to be the worst team to play with broken
Move
play.
now, Greenie!
Because they've got Bailey Miller, Cade McDonald, Jeremy Wallace, and when he's not injured, Skinny Gray. That's just insanity.
Yeah.
The speed and footwork that they could generate.
Tackle 5, Miller. He's going to try and dribble one in behind. Gets a little bit of a check.
No advantage.
No, he knocked it on first.
Didn't get the foot to the ball, so
No, it's a last tackle. Last tackle, knock on.
Now the Lions.
Move
Through
now.
Grace.
Here and hold.
Now to Beak. Just looking to find
Release 14.
a bit of a crack somewhere. Nowhere through between Trotter and Gillum. Those two involved in the tackle once again.
Come beat.
Get up.
Move
After a bit
that
of a stint in the blood bin now. Fletcher. Wells Talamafao.
Touched.
I think that was knocked down by Trotter, so that should be 6 again.
Zero.
Yep.
And eventually waves the 6 again signal. I thought he was putting hand up the last tackle there for a moment.
Now.
It was very
Fletcher
slow.
is just going to continue to crawl forward.
Oh, Kieran Tarrant's hurt.
Grace, oh, he needed another runner pushing up in support. Didn't have one. Norton, he gets out of dummy half after the quick play the ball. And a penalty.
Kieran Tarrant was so far offside there. Kieran Tarrant was offside 2 tackles ago for that one.
What are we doing, lads?
He's a tough man though, Kieran Tarrant, so if he's hurt, he must be really hurt.
Desperate to strike here, the Lions.
Release
Just
his
green.
legs.
I mean, Benny Grace looked their most likely since he's been out there.
Rolls Talamaveo out of dummy half, and he's going to crash over. Well, he's thrown 455 dummies, and that one gets him a try.
2.
I don't even want to comment. Embarrassing. Luke David's just they've literally fallen asleep on the guy who has thrown
Tyson.
15 dummies in this
Talk to
contest.
him now. The next time I have to talk to him, he's
It's
going.
funny, considering I threw the dummy a lot myself,
Yeah.
but
Going for a 10. A winner's gonna cost
that was a little too easy for the young man. And Luke David, he's had a crack and got them back into this, and we'll go locked up at half time here, Donny.
Right on half time. I don't know whether I'm prepared to say that after last week. It was, I said that last week with Cade McDonald with a kick in a similar position, and he missed.
Yeah, then he got
Got one from
halfway.
halfway. So they did end up going in locked up. But
Anyway,
yeah, Harry DeBeek, he'll kick this one with his hurl, and 18 all at half time.
there we go.
Well, it's been an intriguing first half, Kayla, but South Perth dominating the early possession and territory. The North Beach go bang, 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 but here we are locked up at the break.
Yeah, well, it's okay to say weird, Donny. Weird first half. Very,
Yeah.
very weird. But, mate, we got a game. 18 all. Loving it.
Looking forward to the second half. We'll be back shortly. And, yeah, we'll see you for a big second 40. North Beach Seagulls, we're locked up at 18 all. I'm Donny Bell, joined by Caleb Reedy. Big second half to come, mate. It's, I mean, do you have any idea at this stage who you think is favourite to win from here?
Look, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, and definitely not on rugby
Clear-
league,
definitely
You're
not,
right.
mate, I think North Beach have probably got a bit more strike, and I would expect them to kind of finish over the top. But it's all, you know, errors and dumb things can do funny things to sides, and South Perth, they'll hurt you.
Yep. Looking forward to the second half. I tend to agree. I think if I was to put if I was forced to at gunpoint to put money on, then I think.
And my child's lives were at risk.
Then I'd be leaning towards North Beach, particularly with Trotter. I think the longer that half went, the better they started to look. But we saw late in that half, South Perth still plenty of strike when they're given the opportunity. It's Tarrant. He runs it hot.
Oh.
Tipped into an awkward position there, just lifting the leg there, Jordan Fletcher. Definitely beyond the horizontal.
And luckily they did realise it late and saved it. Trotter.
Again, just looks to catch him on the back foot. Now Wallace. Yeah, over to McDonald, who looks to step past one. And did pretty well there, did Blaze Alina. Just held onto a boot.
He has played well, Blaze. North Beach have kind of hurt the other side, the Cameron Ramir side on this side, but they've been solid on their left, the Lions.
Gillum out the back to Wallace. Miller, short ball. Tarrant gets past Wells Talamaveo. The cover gets across, slides across well to prevent him from getting over the line. Trotter goes, takes on to Beak, and another try straight from dummy half. We've seen a few of them today.
Mate, Trotter looked up and saw space and went, yeah, I'm going to score here. There was never any doubt. It was written like a book. It was a gimme, absolute gimme for the North Beach Seagulls. And that's one set.
Yeah.
Penalty towards the end and try time. And I'll tell you what, if people get a chance to go back and watch that, if North Beach go right, they score. Cade McDonald was screaming for it. They had an overlap and they had two people in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel that the Trotter straight away got to dummy half, saw Harry DeBeek at A defender and liked his chances straight away. And the fact that Harry moved a bit too far to his left deep opened it up and made it even easier.
But Harry's your fullback and obviously he's at A. Where's your markers?
Yeah.
He shouldn't be trying to make that tackle by himself.
Well, North Beach back in front, very early in this second half.
It's hooked
Donald, he's missed that one, so it is 22-18, remains 22-18 on the Cash Converters scoreboard.
You know, it was a bit of a goal kicker in my time, Donny, and I felt like his run-up probably didn't do him justice. His last step was a bit short, which meant that he turned the corner a little too much, hence the hook.
Stay behind, men! Good!
The beat gets his back underway. Tarrant
Move, seven,
takes the hit up himself, was originally looking for a runner.
Oh.
Now DeVorms comes in for a carry.
Stand up, 10! Get straight!
So one of the things I have been pretty impressed with in all the games that I've seen so far in the opening couple of rounds, the first contact from every team has been really impressive.
100%. Teams, they're ready to get into it. The Vorms looks a different player this year.
Stand up, 16!
Very tough, very fit. Oh,
Roy,
that might have been high. No, Tommy Gunn moves on.
to be shoulder.
Outside.
Wallace
Chase on.
gets underneath it, and again coming forward to take it at pace in the end is to be.
Just be careful.
The Iceman just moves on. No problems here.
Move now. Oh.
Now South Perth. Get out of dummy half through Cameron Ramia.
Move now, Kieran. Kieran Hole.
Look at that line speed.
Another dummy from Luke David Wells Talamaveo.
The ball, the delivery is just not good enough, so he's just getting it and they're right there.
Yeah.
Release
He's
it,
not having any time to go through his progressions as a ball player.
They have really picked it up here, North Beach.
And pressure on that kick, but still gets away a nice one. Miller takes it well. And again, a bit of broken field running out to McDonald. McDonald puts the foot down. He's into space. He's got Miller. Looms up. He throws the dummy to Miller. And Kate McDonald has a double. Well, that is scintillating rugby league.
I'll tell you what, I love it, but geez, if you are a brave man if you're throwing a dummy 2-on-1. Because literally there's two things that happen. You scored, everyone goes, oh, congratulations, mate, you scored. Or you are a lunatic and you get tackled. Literally, even sometimes when you throw it and it gets dropped.
But you know what? Both of those tags fit Cade McDonald perfectly.
100%. Like, I can honestly say, in a 2-on-1 situation, I have never not passed the ball. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the humiliation.
No. But great rugby league. As soon as Bailey Miller took that, like that was a good kick. The spiral bomb.
He just took off.
Took it, and as soon as he took it to that side of the field, like McDonald just tracked back from in the defensive line to get back and help out to be there in that position.
The thing about it as well, and the halves from North Beach are actually very capable. Cade McDonald and Jeremy Wallace, they want to attack from everywhere. They don't care. Like, they've got so much speed that if it's on, they'll go. Both players. So he kicks that one from in front, Donny.
He did. He knocks that one over. All of a sudden, 28 points to 18. North Beach have put a little gap on it. I asked the question last week of Mitch. I can't remember a faster halves pairing than what North Beach have here in McDonald and Wallace, because they are both very, very quick.
The Reedy Marshall combination from Joondalup a couple of years ago is pretty quick. Pretty fast. Pretty fast. No,
if they ran backwards, then you might have a chance.
I remember a couple of years ago, the Sharks had Jarrett Goebel and Reece Peakman, who were both flyers.
Yep.
But different kind of. They were speed and power.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys are just full speed. They are absolute flyers.
Grace has put down a chance there for South Perth.
Ooh, North Beach calling that the justice call. Oh, Bailey.
The other one was, I was thinking was probably Rockingham as well. Was Witters and Hunt.
Oh yes, very much so. I was there for 1 year when they were there and actually split them. Witters had to go to the back because they had to fit some 130 kilo imposter in the halves down there. But for outright speed, Wallace and McDonald, they are up there. They'd be close to the quicker players in the comp too.
Yeah, they're very, very sharp. As we saw just then with Cade McDonald.
Actually, the Sharks had another one when Robbie Smith and Nathan Hill paired up in the halves a couple of years back, and Robbie Smith was a flyer as well.
He's very quick. He won, didn't he win the sprint?
He won the sprint at the grand final 1 year after playing a full game of reserve grade. Went, no worries, I'll go out there and have a run. And won it.
May have got a slight head start, I don't know.
We don't talk about that, mate. As far as Sully's concerned, he's got the trophy.
Yeah, that's it. It's another poor pass from dummy half.
Their delivery is just not up to scratch at the moment.
It's funny, South Perth, like, was it last year or the year before, had about 15 dummy halves in their team, and now they've got Jared Smith at dummy half. Well, they've only got one in the sides.
I'll tell you what, Jared Smith went away for state last year, and he started at hooker in the thought that they get Jeffries on after the Sting had gone out of the game. And Jared Smith was one of the best players on tour. It was amazing.
Trying to get another try from dummy half. Smith now trying to burrow his way across on tackle 5 and will hand it over. One of the first times that play hasn't worked.
That was weird. In this weird game of weirdness. McCaskill, who's got through his work pretty well today.
Yes.
The young man.
Again, trying to come up with a one-on-one strip. It's worked once before for South Perth, but not on that occasion.
Oof. Heavy contact. Not going down. Play on. No.
Well, Papworth trying to claim that it was stripped one-on-one again there by Grace and knocked forward. The referee said that he's tried to offload it instead. South Perth come up with the ball. DeBeek straightens. Runs at Papworth. He's bent over awkwardly.
Well,
lucky there's not a leg trapped there. Otherwise, well, he's still got up pretty ginger.
What about that's
Wells
just
Talamaveo again having to leap high to take one, and that takes all time away from him.
Surrender!
You know what I love about Luke as well then? He didn't actually just go to ground. He tried to stand up. Oh, ball.
Cameron Ramia for the line.
Last!
Let's get some good delivery here, Jared. No.
Looks to dribble it in behind. Miller's got it. He's got a little bit of space in front of him.
See ya.
Steps past
Oh.
one. Green.
Oh.
Desperate cover from Green.
Green saved the try then because he was gone. So that's when your prop forward's doing stuff like that, the rest of the team needs to have a hard look at it and then makes the next tackle.
I enjoyed some of the clashes between Green and Gillam.
Oh,
They have run straight at each other a few times here today.
Two best props on the field.
McDonald running the hard line.
Off Trent Trotter. Wow. And look at the delivery from Trots. It's just perfect. Every time. Straight to the man. Exactly where he wants the ball.
Daniel Green just
No, he's right. Get up and play it, mate.
a tangle of feet.
Ball.
They go out wide. A chance for the corner. Touch judge is happy. Diving spectacularly into the corner. They get a point for the spot and North Beach are in.
All right. Now's the question. Are North Beach going to stay with it? They've played for about 12 minutes, which is what they've done in the first half. Are they going to stay with it, or are they going to let South Perth back in?
Well, I think they're in a mood now. I think they've got a taste for it. They look like they're going to go on with it.
27 minutes to go.
That was a spectacular try in the corner for McCaskill. He mentioned that he's done his job. He did more than his job there. He had a bit of work to do to finish that one off. I thought he was going to struggle to stay in the field of play, but not a drama. And McDonald from the sideline.
He'll probably knock this one over after missing one from in front earlier.
Well, this is probably where he practices from more often.
No.
He's waved away. So 32 points to 18.
I'm being called out on social media about not dummying 2-on-1, Donny, so...
There's a few doubting that.
There's a few people saying that I've thrown more dummies than passes in my career. What I was stating was, in a 2-on-1 situation with the fullback, I have never thrown the dummy.
I'd like to see how many times you've run, 70 metres and got in a situation where you were
Look, guys,
2-on-1
in my earlier career, from 2010 to, let's say, 15, I was making breaks and scoring long-range tries. After that, I realised you get the same amount of points for a try from 100 as you do from 5 metres. They're all worth 4 points, guys.
Move now!
Well, North Beach, let's see if they can really put the foot on the throat here. They're on top. They're playing some attacking footy that's really attractive to watch. And that's pulled out there by Wells Talamaveo all over the ball. And again, just trying to slow down the ruck, trying to slow down the play of the ball to limit the opportunities of Trent Trotter in particular.
They've just got all the momentum, Donny.
Miller's almost gone through. From nothing doing, just a tap, stand, start. Well, they're on the rack now, the Lions. Trotter at dummy half, fires it across. Wallace, McDonald, long ball, McCaskill. That time they slide across and get there to stop him. Now Johnson, he just goes straight and hard,
No,
reaches
he's
out and
lost it.
drops it.
He should have scored.
Yeah.
Should have scored. Is that the start of the rot?
Move now!
see what happens. Liss takes the tap to start the 7-tackle set. Wells Talamaveo gets the offload back to Cameron Ramia. Wallace stays with him, so no extra territory.
That's a poor play, the ball. Hocking has a go. Ooh.
Move now!
Smith to DeBeek. Cameron Ramia tried the catch pass, picked up by Wallace. Wallace, DeBeek holds onto him, and that's a try saver. Smith gets there to finish off the tackle. Now Miller.
Tell you what, it was on. Cameron Ramia. What happened was he looked and he didn't see Benny. Benny was late.
Well, now they're away.
Morgan.
Well, again, Smith there to make the tackle, helping out DeBeek. Touch judge has put his flag up as he's pushed Smith away. He's touched outside the field of play. Have you said this game's weird? Because that's weird.
Very much so.
There's been a few things that you just don't normally see.
Move now!
Good run there from Halpin.
Release now!
And held up in the tackle.
Stand up, mate! Get
Put
straight.
down onto his back. From
40,
inside the 40,
he's
but
hit
a
it.
raking low kick from DeBeek. Didn't get any angle on it at all. Miller, cautious with it, slips over, gets back to his feet. Wrestles with his opposite number. Not too often you see the two number ones come together.
Right side!
We get that treat there.
Move now! Make it to me!
Up over the halfway line.
Move,
Go the
Joey!
Sea Eagles, leading 32 points to 18. On the catch
Trotz
converter
goes
scoreboard
again.
is Trotter.
Oh.
Trotter runs into the big shoulder of Jared Smith.
He's been the only person looking out for him there, old Jared.
Little dab in behind into no man's land from McDonald. Liss has to get back there and
Mate, it's a good little kick. This is done really well.
just a clever kick. It's almost game management type stuff, which not necessarily something you associate with Cade McDonald.
Not at all.
Stay out, 10. Move now, 8.
A dummy half.
With me.
Wells Talamaveo trying to create something. Dummy on the outside there. Fletcher. On tackle 5. Wells Talamaveo. Fairly low kick. Down to Miller. Traps it on the boot and a staggered line. Miller takes them on. He's into space. He's got Trotter. Another dummy with a 2-on-1
See what I'm talking
situation.
about. This is what I'm talking about. How dare you throw the dummy 2-on-1?
Well, next play they're going to score anyway. It's McDonald. he has some words to the Lions as he goes across to score the try as well.
You take Bailey Miller's backs card away from him. Only hogs don't pass 2-on-1. You can tell Kate McDonald I said so too.
Well, we've seen it twice in the game. The first time it worked, next time not so much.
To be fair, the first time Harry was coming across in defence. The second time Harry was there. So he had the decision to make.
Yeah.
Whereas the first time Cade might have been able to just wheels it anyway. Jeez, when they were staggered, when Bailey tapped it there, it was danger. Danger, Donny.
I heard a little groan from you basically as soon as he caught it. An indication that you thought there was something on.
Oh. You just saw a couple of people sprinting up to chase it, and then a couple of people not, and just I feel for a couple of the South Perth boys. Obviously, Jared Smith, he has put in a masterful effort and he is shot.
Another failed conversion. 36 points to 18.
Oh, Trots is not going to be happy about that. They scored anyway.
They scored on the next play. McDonald's got a hat-trick. I don't know if he's done.
No. Still way too long left in this game to be done for him. Jeez, he just has an easy running style too, doesn't he? Just him and Bailey Miller gliding. Oh, there's the Caleb Reid kickoff we all know and love.
Short kickoff and the Lions. Well, you mentioned that there's plenty of time for McDonald to add to his tally. 36-18.
Oh, the game's nowhere near over.
It's not over. Three converted tries, a penalty now to the Lions.
Yes, mate, when you're ready.
Still just under 20 to go.
Oh, he's gone straight through. The big
Run
fella.
there.
Move now, make the line.
Leon McKenty with a good strong carry. Wells Talamaveo inside. Cameron Rumea. Defence reads it well. Smith at dummy half.
Ball.
Short ball, McKenty crashes over. Well, he started that with that good carry early in the set and finishes it off. Nice little tip-on play from Jordan Fletcher, another player that's been pretty impressive.
Mate, that right there is the best 3 tackles we've seen from South Perth since the first half.
Yeah.
They've gone nice and direct, nice and direct, nice and direct, bang. It doesn't get much simpler for South Perth. That's what they need to do. Get the ball, go direct. And yes, they are putting Daniel Green back on, which is what they need to be doing, 100%.
Yep.
The try scorer gets a break, and he deserves it. With 17 minutes remaining.
36 points to 24.
So still plenty of time left.
We've seen plenty of points scored here today. I said there has been some really exciting attacking play, but at other times there has been some pretty poor defence. So hence the wide scores. And now another penalty for South Perth. Starting to help them out.
Here we go, Donny.
Well, you did ask the question, how long into the half are North Beach are going to play for? We're waiting on a ball. We've got one eventually.
Well, South Perth have got Noel Samuel out there, who was on the bench, and he's come on the wing. He's an outside back. So probably it would have been one of those ones where they weren't sure where they were going to need him. But that's released Benny Wells Talamaveo into the middle of the field, which is probably where he wants to be as well.
It looks like he's lining up in the right second row position at the moment.
Get straight. Right side. Milky. Green.
So Green onto the field, his first carry since coming back on.
He just looks like he's got energy, old Greenie.
Greenie. Let go of him, mate.
Well, again, not able to hit the half-back on the chest.
Tell you what, to be honest with you, mate, what I'd be doing, I would be putting Noel Samuel at fullback. I'd be putting Luke David at hooker, and I'd be putting Harry DeBeek in the halves. Because Noel is an out-and-out fullback. Harry DeBeek is an out-and-out half when he needs to be, and Luke David's got one of the best deliveries from the ground you'll see. And he's a pest. Yeah, he need pests in the middle.
Pests definitely belong at dummy half. So.
Yep.
Three of them in there.
Well, South Perth trying to claim that they'd all peeled off the tackle for the one-on-one strip. The referee's not really.
I think they got away with it. They did get away with one earlier. But no, there was definitely 7-on-1 in that tackle.
It still took a while for the actual penalty to be blown, so there must have been some discussion between the referee and his touch judges. North Beach come up with a penalty as DeVorms taps, goes, looks to step through. Brothers Wells Talamavao. Miller to Tarrant. Tarrant arm free. Back to Miller. The ball's gone forward, has it? No. He's tackled without the ball. Grabbed hold of Miller before he had it.
Before he's got the ball.
It's a penalty to North Beach.
Take it to 2, lads.
Well, now thoughts of the 2. So with the 12-point margin, this is respect to South Perth.
Mate, it is the right decision.
I
There's 14 points left. They'll kill 2 minutes here.
Yep,
14-point lead is more than enough to win this game.
Takes time off the clock. Basically secures the victory.
It is.
For it to be the right decision, he's got to kick it.
Oh, even then, it's 3 minutes. You're going to get off the clock. Essentially, if he kicks it dead, you get the ball back. It is the right call. 100% the right call.
Well, we saw last week he likes them from a bit further out.
Well, the difference is obviously from these positions, there's not really that much pressure because no one's really expecting you to nail these ones. He'll get this one.
Strikes it nicely and over it goes. The penalty goal successful.
That'll do it, I think.
North Beach. Well, that's a big step towards securing the 2 points, you would think. 38.
Look, I'm not saying the game's not over, but I can't remember the last time South Perth scored 40 in a game that wasn't against a team that wasn't necessarily in the right competition.
Well, they now need 3 tries in 12 minutes, which is certainly not impossible, but very, very difficult.
Harry's
he's dug a hole. He's
gonna kick this one really ugly, Harry. So let's have a look. I reckon right sideline.
Drives it fairly conventionally, really. Down to Wallace. Hands it off to Roy, and Wells Talamavao with the good first contact. Stops him in his tracks.
Patworth, straight at Halpin. Neither of them any guile in their game whatsoever.
Stand up, 10.
And down low. Cannoning in.
Oh, Trots goes.
Trotter out of dummy half. Whenever he gets the opportunity, runs every time. Again, South Perth getting away with every millisecond they can. McDonald goes, almost pulling through the hole. He's not just fast, he's strong as well. Plays well through contact. That's a field goal attempt. That was a dead set drop kick. There from Daniel Johnson.
I think the coach is going to have words with him. Has a field goal to get that elusive 15-point margin.
Well, South Perth now getting up towards the halfway line, desperate for points. Where's their expansive play come from?
He's a warrior, old Greenie, isn't he? Absolute warrior. Here it is. Kick for distance is probably not what I'd be looking for with 10 to go here.
It's a good kick, hold up in the in goal. The chase needs to be really good, and it is. It's one line for South Perth.
Well, it was.
Well, it was, and Miller still manages to bust it up.
It was until he beat 4 players, and then it became a wonky line.
Come now, 13.
We've got so many players that are just sensational to watch. Bailey Miller, right near the top of that list.
Move, Greenie!
He started a good season. He played well last week. He was probably North Beach's best against the hard Freo side.
Yep. Here he is again with the ball in hand, this time going to DeVorms. That has been a good battle, DeVorms and Cameron Ramea. Wallace has come up with an error.
Heads in, arms around. Come on, Beach. In. Break.
Lions with Lewis. Takes on Johnson.
Move now.
Tell you what, Lewis has run the ball well today. I'm not sure about his playmaking chops, but he's ran the ball hard.
Guga.
Stand up, 14.
Might be the first time Guga's touched the ball this half. Can't remember saying his name before.
It's okay, mate, it's okay. Move now.
To beat there more with the ball playing inside to a ball running Lewis. Green. He's telling them they up.
Move now.
2 halves of a 2 hit-ups.
Here and hold. You got it. 4.
DeBeek.
Good
Guga
line.
runs a good line, throws a speculator out the back.
Cade McDonald
North Beach
picks it
come
up.
with it.
Oh my God, and they go 100. McDonald's hurt here. No. South Perth's hurt.
Call a knock on, no advantage.
And that is...
Should be North Beach ball.
Let's go, lads. Heads in, arms around, lads.
Well,
How you going, trainer?
South Perth, they certainly don't look like a team that believes they can come back into this one any longer.
Heads in, arms around, lads.
Oh,
They've got a player down, South Perth as well.
they just lifted the tempo, North Beach, and they just took the game away from them. There've been
I
some
think
good
that's Helena
performances
that's
for South
down
Perth.
in back play for the Lions. We are playing on.
7.
All offside.
Well, it's just a penalty because Helena's offside on.
Trotter goes for the touch line.
North Beach find the line. They'll look to give the old boys in the clubhouse something to cheer about here before we call stumps. DeVorms
Now.
plays the ball. Trotter with one marker again gets out. Tips it on to Tarrant. Tarrant had the arm free momentarily.
He's just,
Was wrapped up.
he's just tough as nails, isn't he, Tarrant? Just keeps going.
Wallace to McDonald. McDonald double pump, gets it out. And towards the sideline, does well to stay in the field there, Jeremiah King. Now they come back towards the middle of the field and well, an unusual drop.
He tried to readjust the ball, Shane, there to do a bit of ball playing, but I think he confused himself a little bit. Here we go.
A fabulous start. Well, just a few fantastic passages of play for North Beach should have won them this game, because you're down 12-0 early and all of a sudden they put 3 tries on in 4 minutes, and early in that second half again they just came out, played full of energy, put a big gap between themselves and the Lions. They've been able to hold it through the back half.
Mate, it's not over. I think they're going to try and quicken it up here because they've got Buckley and Trotter out there together. Adam Roy's still out there, so they've just gone for some serious speed. Oh, Daniel Green, great late offload.
Stand up, 12. Beast, come.
Halpin will play the ball. They work down a short side. Guga, he's looked there most likely. Inside, the pass might have been forward anyway. It is knocked on.
Hey, Jared, let's finish this off. No points.
Well, they've had a few players that have really had to dig the Lions, but
Heads in, arms around.
just that execution at the end Has let them down.
In. South of Holden.
Wallace, DeVorm's coming back at the angle.
Now.
Again, Smith. So good defensively.
Just tough. Some tough players out here today, mate.
Yes.
Jared Smith, Green, Tarrant, Adam Roy. Just not big human beings either, but tough.
Yeah.
Newman, Josh Papworth, very tough.
South, 7 out. 3.
They're going to need to be.
From inside the 40.
Kick it clear.
I don't think has the angle. It doesn't get the bounce anyway, but Wallace has chased through it a million miles an hour. Makes the tackle.
Mate, a million miles an hour. He's only in third gear there too. Still the quickest player on the field.
Surrender.
Oof.
Move now.
No penalty.
Hold.
No pen.
Again, awkwardly
Take a
bent
step,
back.
Beach.
He's all right.
Step,
Get to his feet.
19
He's
out.
a young rubber. He'll bounce back.
That's what I like to say.
Noah Samuel.
Move together. Hold. 3, good.
He's come in for another carry as well.
Stand up, Kieran. 4.
Just to show he's all good. Smith
Stand up, 12.
taking forward up towards the 40-metre line.
Just be
Hey,
careful how
good
low you
team.
go, 14.
Great decent.
Long pass over to Samuel. Tackle 5. And that'll be the handover right there.
2 minutes. 2 more sets. 2 more sets.
Come on, South. South. Okay, mate.
And North Beach, a good place to start with the ball in hand for them to have the final say in this game. Shand plays the ball.
Release him, Joey. Come away, Jared.
McDonald throws the short ball that hits the deck. It's been a little sloppy the last
Yeah, we've been a bit choppy the last 5 minutes.
last 5 to 10. Well, just kicking in the ruck. Well, there's one you don't see very often as DeBeat taps and goes, so it doesn't give us a lot of time to talk about it. But
Not since the 1980s, mate. When you could strike for the ball in the ruck.
well, I was going to say, have we got any players out there that would even remember that rule?
Maybe Daniel Green.
Yeah. Halpin.
Stand up, Justin.
Only got one speed.
And direction.
Yes.
Stand up,
Straight and
12.
medium pace.
Beach and me.
He'd be the most boring cricket bowler you've ever met in your life.
Yeah.
Very honest player though, Joseph Halpin. I've got a lot of time for him.
Last.
Walking chopped down by Roy. Now Smith to Halpin. Running around. Lewis
That's a nice one.
tests out Miller.
He does well. The young man.
Move now.
And they finally got hold of him that time. They wanted to rough him up a little.
Yep. Did not want to let him go there.
Move
Brock
now.
McCaskill gets eaten.
Joey, be careful, mate.
McDonald.
Cade McDonald. Causing all sorts of issues.
3.
Well, he's definitely asked some questions, that's for sure. It's Johnson
Let go, 3.
towards halfway. We get down to the final seconds of this one. Trotter again out of dummy half. A catch pass from McDonald. Flung in field and forward.
That was Daniel Green. We are in the 79th minute with 10 seconds to go, and Daniel Green has made a cover tackle from the middle
winger.
of the field.
Yeah.
That is insanity. Hats off to him.
It's one of those things you almost expect from Greeny, isn't it? Like you've just seen it for so long, where he just gives 110% every single week, and he always turns up when you need him to.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right to highlight it. That's
Literally, we're in the 80th minute.
yeah.
And the game is
The game's
gone.
done.
That's just... But, there we go.
Yeah. That's fantastic way to finish the game. A desperation play from Daniel Green, just showing his mettle. But in the end, the North Beach Seagulls too good at home, winning 38 points to 24. A good performance overall, but a bit to take out of that one from both teams, I think.
I think so. It was a really, really nice performance from North Beach in the second half. They started off a bit hazy, but perfection you want in September.
Yeah, and South Perth will know they've got a few players to come back in, but that'll do it here from Blue Force Park. A good win for North Beach, 38-24. We'll see you for Magic Round next week. We're broadcasting both games, so see you then.